Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about the 2024 February LMI Logistics Managers Index update. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased down owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming. And let's talk about February's LMI. We did January's last month. We're always a month behind. Not the government, but the organization provides the data a few days into the month. So it just recently came out on March 5th for the February figures. And guess what? A lot of people disagreed on the January figures, and I think a lot of people will disagree on February figures, but facts are facts. Things are improving. Say what you want. Here's the thing, guys. 2 pages of notes today, because I think this one's going to go a little bit longer, this video, but I think it's going to be very important, especially since we're going to be comparing some of this with the previous month. And you also see in the previous month, when we looked at January data, a lot of folks attributed the benefits, the improvements to the weather cycle that was going on at the time. Well, guess what? Didn't we just have a crazy weather cycle? California, Donner Pass, isn't that going to affect it? But guess what? We didn't see that in the numbers. So we can actually pretty clearly state that probably not the biggest mover for markets, although it certainly has an effect. Now, here's the good news. The LMI actually remained in expansionary territory. So we said the same thing before. In February for January figures, we saw the numbers show as expansionary territory in, I think it was 19 months, right? Since, or no, it was longer than that. It was from September of 2019. So it was actually over 3 years, 3.5 years. So we continue to see positive movement in this sense. It's still in expansion territory, and transport prices. So there are several parts to the LMI. Today, I'm only going to look at the ones that are specifically directly related to the trucking industry. Transport prices, they held steady. So we didn't have a major decline. Now, did we see declines in pricing in comparison to January? Yes, we certainly did. And that's why I'm saying, you have bad weather storms there, you have bad weather storms here, and in March we're looking at the entirety of February. So the question is weather really the primary pusher of prices going up and down, okay? So prices held steady, transport capacity increased. So this was the only negative for carriers, right? For the logistics industries, the trucker aspect, the trucker part of this, right? Transport capacity increased, which basically means we've been waiting, hoping and praying that numbers will go down, more MCs will shut down, will exit the industry, and things will normalize because capacity just shot through the roof over the last several years. What we're seeing now is that as things improve ever so slightly, people respond and open up more trucking companies, buy more trucks, etc., etc., etc. Now, for more good news, inventory levels increased significantly. This is because businesses are restocking, they're replenishing, they're rebuilding their inventories after the holidays, okay? So we did see a major move. We did see a lot of freight basically leave warehouses. Now they're restocking, and warehouse capacity has decreased, which makes sense. If your inventory is going to go up, your warehouse capacity is going to decline because they're using up that capacity, right? So slightly it has gone down, but utilization increased moderately. Again, the warehousing is utilizing the available capacity to the best of their ability, and warehouse pricing remained the same. In fact, if I remember right, the numbers were identical to the previous month. So pricing is stable for warehousing, utilization is up, and those are all positive indicators for trucking in general. Now, let's look at some of the other parts of this, kind of the part two. There are some major respondents to this index, right? How they gather data to the survey, LMI. And respondents, they I actually remain quite optimistic about the future conditions, and with future LMI predicting a 61.8 in the next 12 months. Now, we were considerably lower, so if that's where we're going to hit in the next 12 months, the numbers, if those are the figures that we're going to hit, you're going to love where we're going to find ourselves in terms of trucking rates, volume, and freight availability. So they are having expectations of continued growth and expansion in logistics industry. This is a reflection of that, especially if we can hit that 61.8 or somewhere in that neighborhood. Now, just to kind of give you an idea, as far as LMI, the general LMI was 55.6 in January, and in February it went right up to 56.5. Now, the future outlook remains positive with expectations of continued growth in the coming months, and the respondents are expecting quote unquote return to normal in 2024. So guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that we are seeing a positive trajectory going into the spring months, or is this just the reflection of what has happened in weather, different types of conditions, maybe market fluctuations, things like that? You probably have some sort of an explanation. Please let us know in the comment section below. For now, I'm going to switch over the camera. We're going to look over the loads that we booked for our customers. Please make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads. Guys, this week, as mentioned, we have vans, reefers, and some flatbeds. Everyone did really, really well. And let's take a look what we got here today. We're going to start off with Milagres back from vacation, and again at the top of the figures. Guys, 6 days on a road coming out of Oakland, Iowa, going to Trotwood, Ohio with a 40,000 pound load of food grade products. It's a temperature controlled load of pork running at -1 on his reefer. 684 miles booked at 2270, got him 332 a loaded mile. Then Groveport, Ohio, going to Salisbury, North Carolina with a 41,000 pound food load. 407 miles booked at $1,200, got him $295 a mile. Then Roebuck, South Carolina, coming out to Columbus, Nebraska. It's a freeze, protect from freeze load, 33 to 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 41,000 pound load of adhesives. 1,177 miles booked at 2148, got him $182 coming out to Nebraska. And then out of Sioux City, Iowa, took a load to Columbus, Ohio. It's a 42,000 pound load of food product, $825, booked that one at $2,700, which got him $327 a loaded mile. It pays to take the loads to get into certain markets under certain market conditions, because $182 for that miles out of South Carolina was an excellent job. The deadheaded a little bit, made the money. So here's what he got. Friday to Thursday, 6 days on a road, ended up grossing $8,318 in his regular reefer, 3,093 loaded miles, ran that at 269 a loaded mile average. Definitely very, very good gross, great average in only 6 days of working. So an excellent job there, Milagres. Welcome back. Then we got Reggie in a dry van coming out of Houston, Texas, going to Des Moines, Iowa with a 30,000 pound load of event materials, 934 miles booked at $1,900, got him $203 a loaded mile. Then Ankeny, Iowa, coming out to Grand Forks, North Dakota. It's a 43,000 pound chemical load. It's non-hazmat, 547 miles booked at $1,450, got him $265 a loaded mile there. Then Crookstown, Minnesota to Quincy, Illinois with a 45,000 pound load, 22 pallets of food grade sunflower ingredients, and it's 717 miles booked at $1,850, got him $258 a loaded mile. Then Burlington, Iowa, coming out to Mitchell, South Dakota. Super light load, 14,000 pound load of metal food containers, 25 pallets of that stuff. That's 517 miles booked at $1,300, got him $251 a loaded mile. And he finished off real strong out of Mitchell, South Dakota. Zero deadhead coming out to Tremonton, Utah. It's another light load, lots of miles, 18,000 pounds of packaging materials, 975 miles booked at $2,147, got him $220 a loaded mile. An excellent job. 7 days on a road. Reggie ran from Saturday to Saturday. This is a dry van, grossed $8,647 in his regular dry van, $36.90 on the miles. Ran those at $234 per loaded mile. Excellent average. Awesome week once again for Reggie's dry van. Way to go, sir. Next, we're going to go to a flatbed. This is Brandon. Totally different approach. 2 runs coming out of Ponca, Nebraska, coming out to Rio Grande City, California, Texas. 44,000 pound load of crane parts. There was a $150 detention as part of the rate. 1,247 loaded miles. Booked that one at $3,050, and that $150 is included there, which got him $245 a loaded mile. On the way back, 0 deadhead coming out of Rio Grande City, Texas to Williston, North Dakota. Another long run. 47,000 pounds of bagged minerals. 1,743 loaded miles booked at $4,200, got him $241 a loaded mile. 5 days on the road, guys. 5 days, Monday to Saturday. Gross $7,250 on his regular flatbed. 48 footer, 2,990 loaded miles, booked at a $242 per loaded mile, $7,250 in 5 days. An absolutely excellent job, Brandon. Excellent job. Next, dry van. Damien's the driver on this one. Lebanon, Indiana to Salt Lake City, Utah. Super light load, miscellaneous product at 14,000 pounds, 1,496 loaded miles, booked at $33.45. Got him $224 loaded mile. Then right out of Salt Lake City, 0 deadhead to Bozeman, Montana. 33,000 pound load of foam insulation, 409 miles booked at $1,100, got him $269 a loaded mile, and it finished off at a Three Forks, Montana, coming out to Grafton, West Virginia. Long run, 44,000 pounds of talc, 1,947 loaded miles, booked at $3,600, got him a $185 coming out of Montana. $185 out of there for a ton of miles. Absolutely not a bad deal. And that was it. Damien ran 7 days, Saturday to Saturday, grossed $8,045 in his regular dry van, ran 3,852 loaded miles, ran that at $209 per loaded mile. And if you had any questions about deadhead, only 31 miles deadhead for the entire period. Excellent job, Damien. Excellent job, sir. Next, we're going to go to Rogelio. Let's take a look. This is a dry van coming out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. 1 pick, 1 drop to Mills, Wyoming. It's a light load, 25,000 pounds of lubricant products. Premium quality grease is what he was carrying. 963 miles, booked at $2,800, got him $291 a loaded mile. Then he did a 3 pick, 1 dropper coming out of Scottsbluff, Nebraska. Ord, Nebraska, and Aitson, Minnesota. Now this was going to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 3 picks, 1 drop, 45,000 pounds of raw hides, 1,026 miles. Booked that one at $2,000, got him $1.95. I bet your trailer smelled interesting after that. Now, then he came out of Menominee Falls, Wisconsin, going to Fort Dodge, Iowa with a 42.5 load of steel coils. 355 miles booked at $900, got him $254 a loaded mile in his dry van. Finished off with Cedar Falls, Iowa to Wellington, Kansas. It's a 30,000 pound light load of corrugated paper sheets, 527 miles. Booked it at $1,200. That got him $228 a loaded mile. And that was it. That's Friday to Friday, 7 days on the road, $6,900 gross. Rogelio ran 2,871 loaded miles at an average of $240 per loaded mile. An excellent job, sir. Absolutely excellent job. Very nicely done. Finally, we have, let's take a look. We have Mike in his reefer coming out of Winesburg, Ohio, going to Clanton, Alabama with a 42,000 pound load of frozen chicken, running -10 on the reefer. 730 miles booked at $2,000, got him $274 a loaded mile. Then West Point, Mississippi, going to Portland, Oregon with a load of 42.5 on the way, food product, 2,411 miles booked at $4,800, got him just under $2 at $1.99 for a ton of miles coming out to Oregon. Sir, you're going to have a good week yourself. Friday to Friday, 7 days on the road, gross $6,800 on just 2 runs, 3,141 loaded miles, and got an average of $216 per loaded mile. Excellent job, Mike. Welcome back, and thanks for sticking around. Guys, as you can see, experience is the way to go. You know, I know you have a lot of choices out there with truck dispatch companies. Half the country, half the world seems to be dispatching trucks out there. And I know because even I get those phone calls, they're trying to retain us as a customer. The bottom line is this: you cannot get this type of performance being a brand new dispatcher. And the truth of the matter is, no one ever tells you that. They're all the best. They've all been in business forever. They all know how to run you around. They're all going to get you at a $3 average. But the bottom line is that that never happens. We never promised you that. And we've been doing this for well over a decade. We work with leased on owner operators. We work with carriers under their own MC authority. And we've done this for years. And the bottom line is that you cannot achieve these things by going through a single, market upcycle They basically just enriched themselves off this, off your hard labor. They just took a percentage of the money or a certain fee off the money by getting you a slightly higher rate in a market that was blowing up. Now that the market's gone down, many of you guys aren't able to make any money, and those dispatches aren't even worth it. But then you come back here week after week and you see these types of numbers, you're thinking, are we in the same market? Are these guys doing something different? No. We're still booking off of load boards. We're still booking off of private email offers that are coming in and other sources as well. But the bottom line is that we're still in a spot market. And the difference is the experience. We've been through multiple market ups and downs. And if you'd like to be able to ride those cycles with going up and going down and being able to average out and actually have a sustainable, profitable, efficient trucking company, then give us a call or text us at 801-448-6363 or get more information on our website at aftdispatch.com. And until next week, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.